Hey, this is Brian Tarian from the Disability Digest with a video about how to maximize your chances of winning your disability benefits. I'm going to give you 10 reasons. And in an effort to help you save time, get approved in the shortest amount of time possible. So here at the Disability Digest, I have been working with people to help them get approved, keep their benefits, maximize their benefits since 2006, and it's my pleasure to currently serve 173,000 members. So I have seen helped thousands of people get approved for disability, and so I'm sharing what I've learned through my experience. And what I'm going to talk to you about today is interviewing with a Social Security disability representative, regardless where you're at in the approval process if you don't have one. And at the end, I'll give you some action steps and how you can learn more and get some of our resources to help you maximize your chances for winning. So first of all, I'm not advocating that you need to use a disability attorney or non-attorney representative. That is not what I'm saying. Here at the Disability Digest, we teach you how to do this all on your own, right? If you choose to. And I don't believe that people should have to pay for representation if they are capable of doing this on their own. So that's right up front. But I do feel strongly that you should interview with a Social Security disability representative. And I'm going to use the term representative that could be either an attorney or a non-attorney representative. I do believe you should interview for some of the following reasons that I'm going to share with you. First of all, it could save you time. It could help you understand if you have a case or not, right? So that's just basically saving you a lot of time, effort, and aggravation. I'll give you a few examples. I've known people that have gone through and done months of studying for Social Security disability, try to learn the whole process. They intended to apply on their own. When they go to apply, they found out that they didn't work enough, right? I recently, yesterday, met with an individual that applied 9 months ago by the suggestion of a friend, and went through their savings, waiting, got denied, came to us, actually doesn't have a case. So these situations are like financially devastating, as well as all the emotional tolls that it takes on people. So I'm in hopes that these tips will help you out. So again, interviewing with a Social Security disability representative is free. And you want to look for somebody that has experience in doing this. You know, ideally they do at least 30 cases a month. They see, they've done this for a few years and they're not doing a lot of other areas of law. So you get a good quality, experienced individual. If they're doing divorce law, dog bites, and a little bit of Social Security, you're probably not going to get the best interview. So make sure that your interview is somebody that's good. And then you have to really ask yourself in advance, thinking about this, how comfortable am I really doing this? Is my skill set good enough to communicate the information that needs to be done? Is my health in a situation where I can get this done, or do I have a support team around me that's going to help me? So those are some of the things. Now, when you speak to a disability representative, here's something that's important to understand. There is one fee structure for Social Security, and there's no money up front. They get paid, the representative, they get paid by Social Security 25% of your back benefits if they win your case. They don't win, they don't get paid. So they're going to interview you and ask you some very in-depth questions about your work and your conditions to figure out if it's going to be worthwhile for them to put their money into your case to help you win, right? So you think about it from that perspective, you're going to get some good feedback on your case. Now, if they accept your case, most disability representatives, because they don't want to lose cases because they lose money, and they typically, good ones have a pretty good win rate, that gives you an idea that you have a case, right? So that's one of the key things that you want to find out. Well, do I have a shot at doing this? Like the example that I just gave you, if this guy had interviewed, 7 months ago with a disability representative, who said, listen, man, focus on rehab, get back to work. Social Security is not an option for you, okay? Now, if you do plan on doing this yourself, one of the things that you'll learn from this is that, and if the representative does say that you have a case, is that you may have additional evidence that you hadn't thought of or you don't feel that is important. I've met people in the past that have had physical limitations, bad back, stroke, etc. But they're also being treated for mental conditions, but they didn't put those in. They didn't put in that they had their application that they had depression or anxiety. And you'll learn this in other, smaller conditions. Maybe you have sleep disorder or IBS or high blood pressure. All of these are the big picture of what's causing limitations, although you may not think that they're important. But a good representative will help you understand, the other conditions that you have and how they should be communicated to Social Security so that you do qualify for your disability benefits. Another consideration is this. Let's say that you're at the initial stage and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to interview. I find out I have a case. The person says they'd accept it. I understand all the additional evidence. I want to do this on my own. I want to use the Disability Digest approval course. I want to have a shot at it. Okay, well, at least you have a relationship in place with a disability representative if you don't get approved. Okay, so then you know that you have somewhere to go, because once you're denied, you've got 60 days to appeal, and there's no real need to wait the whole 60 days. The sooner you do it, the sooner you're going to get closer to that approval point. So you have a standing relationship in place. And you can compare representatives. There's nothing wrong with looking at several different representatives and what they do. And you want to understand what they're going to actually do to make a difference for you, which I've covered in other videos. There's like 5 key things that should be done. I'm referring to the very initial application to help get a case approved, and that's covered in other videos, and we communicate it in our disability approval course. So those are some of the top things that you need to look at, but really why people do this on their own is not because they're better at it than a disability representative. It's typically because they want to save money. So that's what you really need to, in my opinion, take a good hard look at. If you have, say, $10,000 in back benefits, and that's what's on the line, really, for your initial application. And 25% of that is what you would be giving up, which is $2,500. So if you're going to work on this, or you have a team that's going to work on it with you, that's not an attorney or a representative that would require the fee, then, okay, you're going to be saving that. So is it going to take you maybe 35 to 50 hours to manage the process? And what is that like to learn it, to make sure that you do it right and get it right? Is it worth it for you? That's really the question that you have, because I don't believe you feel you can do it better than somebody that does this all the time. It's like, if you're not a plumber, would you do your own plumbing? I know I wouldn't. So take that into consideration. So my point is, interview with a representative, get a good benchmark on your case, figure out where you're at, use that information to help you move forward, understand if you have a case or if you don't have a case, additional evidence, then decide what you want to do. How do you want to proceed in going forward? I hope that makes sense to you. Here at the Disability Digest, if you are going through the disability approval process, we can help you with our disability approval course. It teaches you what to do, what not to do, to get through the process in the shortest period of time possible. It's a step-by-step process that's put together with industry experts, disability attorneys, ex-Social Security employees. We've learned a lot of tips from our members that have gotten approved. We've applied those into the course. So it goes through everything for you. So that's one of the resources that you have here, as well as other events and information that we provide. And if you're already approved, then of course we can help you keep your benefits and maximize your benefits. So And we do all of this with a customized approach. If you're going through the process or you've been through the process, there's no two situations alike. So how we can help you with this is around this video. If it's on YouTube, it's going to be below. There'll be a link. You can click on that link and join us as a member. You'll complete an evaluation. It takes like 2 to 3 minutes. That helps us understand where you're at in the process. And then we can get you the resources and the information that you need to move to the next step. So I hope you've found this helpful in helping you maximize your chances of winning your disability benefits. Make it a great day. Thanks.